occasionally raised an eyebrow, but you've got to be able to do it consistently. And right now, IHC perhaps bitten off more than they can chew against MIBR.
Well, they've played 4 Anubises recently. They've got 75% in the last 3 months.
I like this aggression. They've set Tuurtle straight down Canal. Like, this is a big gap that's being taken right now. The A players are going to be, executed. It's Bartek down. Surely, that's enough. Back it up. Mission accomplished. The smoke towards mid is going to be interesting. That's Techno trying to forge a path early. You got Sani to rotate through to acknowledge the potential through Akon.
Well, here we go.
It's losing health.
Indeed. Oh. Sani dropped.
Oh dear. Yeah, that's the dead defense. That's Tuurtle trying to find a way back in. Only gets hot lead between the eyes, and even Henny struggling to get the pieces in the right place on the dual Berettas. Breno makes it interesting. Henny adjusting, gets another. This is suddenly flipped on its head. Only one now. Annihilation to try and come up clutch. One is low. Needs the headshot, now finds it. Delivers. As this one's going back and forth, changing hands, plays the time. Annihilation got 3 in this round and 1 HP, separating him from his 4th. Oh, just looked away. Maybe Henny making the steps, gives the info. He has the kids and just needs 1 bullet. Both of them down. Henny doesn't have the round. It is a clutch from Annihilation.
Back and forth we go there. Great effort from Henny and co to salvage the round there. Looked, they had a real chance of the kit as well. Henny does survive the blast, so he gets to keep at least the Julies. The defuse kit did not have Kevlar, but 3 kills in total. They might decide to force buy around this and have a lot of utility with him. But great shot from Tuurtle, but going in towards that A side, finding all the shots required with that P250. Excellent work, Annihilation. Reading this play, that was when the round was won. Just about bought enough time. And there we go. It is going to be the force buy.
Interesting to see how Insani wants to play this.
So Henny's dropped the M4 to Insani, yeah. So he's on all the cash. You can see he's actually quite selfless. He's got no Kevlar now. So he's dropped the M4 over, staying with the Julies.
Respectable. I mean, considering you're not going to be expecting an M4 after you've just won the pistol on that T side. So, oh, Insani! That's horrible. Okay. Like the Sani. God damn, that's horrible. Well, all of that money now lies idle, and you can see that the mission retrieval complete. You can see the loud B stream is making sense when you see Eternal Fire yet to drop a round in that second map.
No way.
8-0.
They're a map up as well, right?
Map up already. Overpass, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, that's rough for them. That's really rough.
It was supposed to be a gimme.
That's a rough one.
And that is 2 for Breno. How has he gotten away clean? Bartek's coming ahead of the pack, and oh, good flash. Doesn't matter, Bartek. He eats a team flash, still takes Breno out of the equation. Now, very awkward. That M4 underutilized twice.
Yeah, hasn't worked out. 3 pistols remain. M4 out of reach potentially. And yeah, that's round guaranteed. 2-0 for IHC. They negate the force buy, and it's all well and good. 4 players surviving as well. Didn't have to break a sweat whatsoever. A simple A execution. Finding a couple of kills. Breno gets 1, but that's it.
Maybe, Chad, you can use this as a moment to try and demonstrate the spot, beginning with the letter G. You've got Cliff, Glizzy, and Goblin.
I can't go there,
you can't
but
do that?
maybe MC could. So we're putting him under the pump here. So we want to go over...
to
well,
the
I guess
side.
like, here we go.
Yeah,
Just
there it is.
There we go.
So those, that's the 3 Gs, Mr. G.
So we've got Glizzy, Glyph, and...
Goblin.
Goblin,
For the
okay.
3 different, middle.
To be fair, I didn't know what to call that. I've always just called that corner platform. So yeah, Goblin's good. All right.
Just as a way to differentiate, because it's such a big one for the retake. It's
yeah, okay.
Nice differentiating names.
I like it.
And this is Insani's horrible death. He does not enjoy this one, especially when you've been tasked with making that hero M4 work. And I mean, Breno did get some good work done, but this clear as well for Bartek. Fully flashed. Fully flashed, just had the crosshair in the perfect place for that headshot. And so a 2-0 start. Let's see if IHC coming in, all guns are blazing, up against an opponent that many consider to be very even with the 2 of them.
Opening pick for bLitz. That's towards middle. Finds Breno. And there were a few saved pistols there. So you can see Exit and Tuurtle with Kevlar released. A defuse kit in the mix as well. But still a lot of work to be done to even suggest they could cause a dent here.
Oh, Tuurtle. Rock a hard place and gets away with murder. Score gone. Sight lost. Insani considering the drop. It's Annihilation with the bomb, but spotted now. Pressure applied. Annihilation might assume the coast is clear as Bartek trying to play a funny game, trying to apply the pressure to that potential mid-drop, and nicely handled. So no real sweat on the brow. It is going to be bomb delivered to that B site, and it's just Exit. Looking for, appropriately, perhaps some exits.
I think one more round here, boys.
Okay.
Russia's just finishing up now. He's
Let's get you a
using
chair,
Yeah, it's over here.
wooden fork, and it's snapped in half.
Oh. Do you continue with the risk of splintering, or do you replace the fork? Or just scoop
He's
it with your
gone
hands?
to spoon-knife combo.
Ah, the spoon knife.
Old spoony knife.
I see you've played knifey spoony before.
So exit. Oh, potentially had one there, but bLitz catches him. And we go 3-0. Bear in mind, though, T-sided map. It's a really strong start for IHC. Money, finally back on track. We've got our first tactical timeout here for MIBR. Finding himself in the back foot here. Breno's pulled out the AUG, a weapon that is super viable on this map, I think, especially for the long-range fights towards canals.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see how the meta continues to develop. I think a lot of teams have realized that it is pretty redundant going for anything particularly aggressive dark unless you have some supportive utility. Like, I think Chad's even knows he's got those flashes you can throw from mid-side to flash the stairs, give you an advantage on that dark fight, because otherwise, I mean, yeah, it's coordinated pushes out A, as we saw from G2. It's coordinated pushes out B, as we saw from G2. You know, a lot of teams are starting to take these aggressive maneuvers, more coordinated maneuvers to take that early map control.
So what's the first port of call? First gun round for IHC. We'll note their temperament, see what they're up to on the defaults as we get into round number 4. No AWP on either side, so Breno will be tasked with the dark hold. That's not the molly you want to be throwing necessarily, but no harm, no foul, we always say.
Yeah, and Insani, he's just going to be on that jiggle, playing it as safely as he can. We've discussed the importance of containing that mid-fight, as we can see these streams still, well, a rather one-sided affair.
No way. Wow. The woes continue in the EG camp, unfortunately.
And who'd have guessed it? Putting extra pressure on players makes them crumble.
Yeah, I did find out the hard way.
Yeah, well, in fact, it's a lesson we all need to learn in our lives, you know?
Yeah.
Because believe it or not, Counter-Strike players are human, and all of us are susceptible to that thing we call emotions. That damn clouding of the judgment. Insani, yeah, he thought better of taking another jiggle. He's aware that the pressure's coming. Reactive util. I like it. He smoked himself off, but shallow. Now it does make the Temple player have to react or push. Breno, suicidal, a kamikaze mission out of the smoke. And that's the opening. That's what they wanted. They've got what they needed. And now, well, they've parked bLitz out A main. They've got 4 mid. You do have to finish, though.
Yeah, super ambitious play there from Breno, but 3 players towards A. CT's not out of this just yet, and Insani needs at least a couple, but here comes the commitment.
The both of them, actually. They can do this together. Perfect for the first. Now bait, the switch, the frags, they come in. It's a 2-on-1 as Exit does build upon what his teammate started, and he's there to close. What a crossfire. MIBR's defense tight.
That was beautiful. Yeah, well read. Losing the first player towards middle, funneling them in towards A, and as you said, a perfect crossfire there. That's absolutely fantastic. And what an iconic duo.
Yes, indeed.
Shaking hands as we have changing of the guard here. We are back.
How was dinner?
To Mr.
How was
Larache.
lunch?
What did he have for lunch?
I had a schnitzel. It was pretty good, honestly.
That sounds good.
I do actually fancy a schnitzel.
I had to use a spoon, though.
A spoon on the schnitzel.
I was too aggressive on the fork.
Yeah, understandable.
All right, here comes Mr. Birchall.
Oh, yeah, let's do it. Oh, wait, I need, yeah, ooh, yeah, this is how we do it.
Right, well, Tuurtle firing off bullets towards Dark and caught with the reload there. Scorp trying to take advantage, doesn't maintain Dark control. Doesn't feel comfortable with the smoke behind him. Incendiary to reclaim territory as well. We'll see whether they can get a little bit more aggressive. Tuurtle taking a lot of damage there, down to 23, but a strong smoke as they fully reclaim the dark room. Back towards B. So the execution's still possible. 3 smokes, Molotovs available, flashbangs aplenty. You'll see smokes to the left and right at the bomb site. One towards Temple. As Annihilation and Techno lead the charge.
Yeah, still no warp in play. Henny's going to have to operate with the M4 to defend here, and just playing on the slither gap. Score and bLitz combined for that dark fight. Maybe not expecting another. Breno executed as the whole squad collapse. In unison, the IHC snapshot on that B site.
It's going to be difficult for Zero here at the end. Last man standing. Just doing by numbers, boys. Trust.
Oh,
it's,
okay. I was
I
like,
actually
what's
was
he
laughing.
doing there?
No, there's a new
I was
player.
like,
I don't
he
know.
knows something I don't know. I don't know what he means.
It's like some sort of South American
Zero's
meme.
between 1. 2's left the site as well. It's just 5 here who's looking close. No, wait, that's not. Yeah, that is 5.
They wouldn't,
This
would
could
they?
be a ninja diffuse here. He's got a smoke. He's got a kit. Insani about to make me go insane, but we have to keep our voices down.
Be quiet.
Oh, there was a real chance.
Yeah, there was a chance.
Well, no 5-on-1 ninja defused. It
Yeah.
will be 4-1 though in favor of the Mongolians as we go into potentially another eco from MIBR. $2,400 apiece. And here's the replay. Didn't even need the execution.
Whoa. Could be worse though.
How?
It could be EG.
4-0? Oh,
Yeah, that's not looking good over there, is it?
Great.
Well, Eternal Fire looking to find their first win. Sounds like it's locked in at that stage, but we'll keep track of it. And
yeah.
indeed, a full eco for MIBR. So we welcome Chad. Hello. The TriCast is back. It's been a while, boys.
Yeah, well, this was 2020.
Yeah.
In a nutshell.
Yep.
Just put us in a little green box. No, it wasn't green. Just a box. A glass box.
Glass
glass
box of
box, yeah.
emotion.
Like a fish. We make our own fun. Come on, Techno. Give us a bit more sauce here.
There will be a trade. There
Oh.
should be 2, in fact. Well handled as they hold for that mid-reaction. There is a little bit of a chance in this Tuurtle flank.
This is one thing that Yanko brought up when the video came through, that IHC selected to start T side of MIBR's choice, right? And this is something that seems to be working very, very well for them here. So if MIBR thought they would get to continue to set the tempo here as they made it onto their map choice, that's not the case. And right, highlighting, as you mentioned, on the pistol round, Tuurtle being aggressive through the canals position, I think those type of moves are great. Right? It's really hard to know whether they should be start of round moves or if they should be more mid round once you have a bit more contact. But we've already seen IHC. They're happy to park 3 people top mid doing nothing. 1 guy watching A, 1 guy watching the B main push. So, you know, right now, even if MIBR wanted to be aggressive, it's probably not their best option. Have you guys been activating the people at home using the hashtag ESL Pro
I was
League?
just looking I've got a couple of questions on standby after this round concludes.
Maybe there'll be another eco. There is an AWP now for Henny and the AUG back out for exit, but it was on Breno before. So 3-man B set up. Breno entrenched in dark. Tuurtle on the jiggle. Henny on the sight line.
And that's the fight he was waiting for. Gets it, delivers it, and him combined with Breno for a full, clean sheet. As I say, with bated breath, it's only Annihilation. Flames look good. Oh, no toasted turtle on the menu.
Not today. Annihilation trying to cause any sort of financial damage he can, but it's a very, very clean round. MIBR with a solid B hold. They don't give anything up, and they continue to buy the AUG. I think that's a real viable weapon.
Yeah, I think double AWPing or playing with an AUG and an AWP here, I think it's great on the CT side.
Yeah.
And one of the keys here, just to note, is that they're more than happy to keep the long choke point open. You see how the CTs didn't smoke it until they'd already done all the damage?
Yeah, okay.
That's one of the keys. This is something with people, you go to this side and you think, well, what's our earliest threat? Well, it's long, let's smoke it. But it makes it so difficult because if the T's cross to the left-hand side from their perspective, I'm starting to call that pull.
Right, yeah,
If we-
okay, I
you know,
understand what you mean, yeah.
That's actually now 2 angles you have to watch. So
Yeah.
you make it harder for yourself as a CT.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
it's a very good point, actually.
Oy, that's just a little bit too much info given. Insani punished, Annihilation patient, and delivers an opening.
It's so brutal for CTs, man. Like, if you're the solo mid holder, like, he's even playing at a sort of pixel peak angle there, and it still completely collapses for him. But we know the A crossfires can be very effective. Good smoke, though, not feeling too comfortable. Exit trying to hold them off. And he will do so. Maybe funneling
Look at the
them
push,
towards
though.
B.
They have pushed from B here, so they had to make a heads-up maneuver like this. Going through Dark towards Canal would be death. Rotating back through Temple. Fight's coming your way, but Annihilation ready for this. Maybe another.
Oh, he's on for the ace. Annihilation farms up 3, and the rest, well, that's just going to be crossing the line. Nice spray out of Techno. And poor old Henny left to his own devices on the wrong side of the map. I say the wrong side, yet to make a decision with their bomb. I think they're going to send Annihilation in just to do a little bit of a sniff of the B site. Investigations as they do continue to try and find him. There it is, confirmation of that AWP's location. And running him down, that's the bomb, lads! Hold your horses, Henny's here and flashed and should be dead. As in he's second now, double peak, good spacing. And IHC find themselves a 6th.
Yeah, pretty decent effort there from Annihilation. And as Chad said, it was a great reactionary play from MIBR to get towards top of middle, but Annihilation more than ready for it.
Yeah.
Nails both of those kills. Great awareness. And we go to round number 9. I was about to say could be the eco, but they've already forced into it with a pretty decent buy overall. Wasn't too bad. Loss bonus certainly a factor. 4 M4s and an MP9 with some concessions. No helmets, no kits, but a viable purchase.
Seems like that CT jiggle for info, like we saw, it seems like it's obviously required. You have to try and get the info safely somehow, but it seems very easy to punish if there is going to be an AWP posted.
Yeah, I understand it. Like when we play this in pugs and stuff, I tend to be the mid guy and I'll just drop my util immediately. But you're still above the minute mark and mid's all theirs if they want. So I understand why he's doing it on that contact basis. But because they're so stubborn about this, it's difficult to get away with those type of moves. So the adjustment, maybe an AWP of their own, right? But we've already seen Henny over towards the B side, so this is where the double op setup might. I don't know. I'm still, unless you want to take an aggressive CT maneuver mid, and they aren't easy to do because the T's can just molly you off in both positions.
Yeah, and you see very commonplace, just the molly towards door side, just stop that early CT aggression. Well, that flash, they've got 3 A side. This B defense is very limited. Breno just jumping and a drop an incendiary reaction. That's Tuurtle's can of flame. He has to go. He's going to be on a timer here. And yeah, successful. Safe in the dark position. Traded eventually. Techno deadly, as is Bartak. It feels like IHC can have B whenever they want it.
Yeah, well, it's cracked wide open now. Retake still possible. CT's outside towards this dark room. Nice flashbang from Techno, and it's up to Exit. Trying to find an entry point. Insani might have a chance here, but completely shut down.
Right now.
Yeah, they really are. It's a T-sided map, but this is pretty comprehensive so far.
I think that there's like a lot of issues on this B side as well. Like I know we're on board of the save right here, but if you could fly us over towards like B and B main and looking in from a T perspective, right? When you're entering as a T with some very simple utility, right? We all know how to throw a temple smoke. You throw that temple smoke, and at that point, your options for the CTs become a whole lot more limited. But it also, at that point, if they're not playing a stance where it's a solid cross, I think if you're going to play passive on B with 2, you need to be passive. You need to be like back towards CT spawn. We're calling that spot Ivy, right, towards the left there. Maybe somebody just tucked into the plat watching the jail cross instead of fighting those angles. Because you can see here, Breno was jump spotting. They overwhelmed left and right. They took jail and the pillar on the right, and now he's got so much to worry about. So just constantly out of position for MIBR. That's what it feels like in this half so far.
Well,
less than ideal.
They have an M4 going to the next round. We'll ask the question here. It's kind of an obvious one, but we'll give it a go. You guys often talk about color casting and play-by-play casting. Could you please explain the difference, as I never know what you mean by it? And that's from Falcon CS on Twitter.
Well, I mean, I'll start by saying that it mostly depends on the level of sun we've seen. Obviously,
that's true.
Chad has more of a tan. He tends to be doing more of the color commentary. But yeah, no, we could probably give a serious answer if you want. Chad, how quickly can you do it?
Pretty quickly. So the play-by-play is covering off the action, right? Like the hype stuff, what you're seeing on the screen, whereas the color is going to bring some expert analysis, some potential experience if they have it in the field, and offer up maybe the nuance that's happening off camera for the little details to fill everybody in on the whys.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's succinct
As I explain it to my taxi drivers, I say, I'm the loud one and he's the smart one. And, you know, that's how it works.
It's a classic duo, and not everyone necessarily has that set up. Like Anders and Semler were both play-by-play, and it's more of a hybrid sort of situation.
Yeah, I mean, Harry and Hugo, prime examples. Both of them do both.
Well, so just the pistols here, and what a pistol shot that is.
It's 20 past 2.
20 past 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Always good to know.
I keep track.
Well, quite an eco victory here. Well, there was a save rifle and an MP9, so maybe I'll eat my words.
Yeah. Maybe Breno's going to eat Bartak's AK because the molly forces him back and out into the loving embrace of bLitz. That's a nice trade on the slither gap.
Yeah, they have the man advantage here.
Yeah, but he's ahead of that. Smoke should be good. Smoke's good. Shots better. Annihilation needs another. Ooh, shy of the mark. Bartak in a winnable 1v2. Okay.
Out of ammo in the AK.
Has to work with the Deeg. 4 HP. Information. Bomb. Exposed upon retrieval. It's Insani and a team ace. MIBR a frag each as they secure the third. And Vamel, you can hear that. That means let's go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Official translator of Portuguese.
I think I've got over 12% Portuguese blood.
You've been doing that? Oh, I thought you were going to say 12% down on Duolingo. Fair enough. No, but this is just individual fights isolated here, and then Bartek feeling under the pump. He had time, but he couldn't find the bomb, and that's why he was taking these type of jiggles, I do believe.
Yeah, I think there's a few variables. They're running out of bullets on the AK, Deagle in hand, the bomb's down in an awkward spot. You don't necessarily know exactly where he is, then you spot him. But a huge round for MIBR to pick up and potentially bounce back. Bear in mind, very T-sided map. While it's still being felt out, especially as well, meta not necessarily defined. Every team playing a little bit different.
But this is a change in mid, right?
Oh, Insani, if he braves this, he's going to get
He's
a
in so
rude
much
shock.
trouble.
He's so dead. He's dead in 3, 2. Well, Techno arrived ahead of schedule, but Insani's head now popped. They have to concede middle. Like, look, Breno's already rotating away the long way, which means, I mean, even the B players have to worry about Temple in about 10 seconds.
Yeah. They do.
Look what's on the floor, though, on the radar, top left, right? So you can see 2 incendiaries. So they were leaving those for Insani to be able to use. That's 1,200 bucks.
Right.
That didn't even get a chance to slow this mid-crawl down because they boosted over, saw nobody was house. Techno took the brave path of least resistance and just snapped to that head. They're in so much trouble.
IHC are playing a very good game here. I mean, this is the great equalizer in many's eyes is that when a new map's introduced, everyone has to find the winning formula at their own pace.
Especially underdog teams. It's a map that they should pick up in a big way.
Should be focusing it, right? Like the Ancients, the Anubis, they should really be focusing on that. Make it a strength, considering they don't go to as many tournaments. They should have all the gimmicks and novelties on their side.
Shadow.
Oh, that is a nasty one.
20 seconds, though. Still a chance for MIBR. Round not done yet. The player towards Ivy has to be activated fully.
Can Tuurtle disrupt? Needs one. Cannot find it cleanly. Bomb could go down. Still a chance as Bartek good for it, as is Techno. He's just farming headshots. 3 in total.
Yeah, beautiful work there from Techno. Very clean round. Not a single frag given away there. Number 11 secured, and it's going to be 8-3 overall. Should be the eco here from MIBR as well. So yeah, middle once again, proving troublesome for them. Can't seem to get a decent grasp on it as the round falls apart once again due to that initial pick.
You just brought up Ancient as well. That is our 3rd map should we require
Excellent. Okay.
We
like
like
a lot of fun
around here.
Well, in terms of refining the gimmicks, this could be a perfect opportunity. If IHC can keep this up, this is going to be quite the haul. Almost insurmountable. If MIBR, one would assume, concede here, you're looking at 9 minimum.
It's the same setup MIBR won the round previously, right? They were the pistols and the single M4. They did this a few times in Inferno as well. It's going to be Breno given the task of finding opening kills if possible. He's actually positioned towards the A side of the map for now. AWP of Annihilation, as we saw outside the B-bomb site, trying to catch anyone peeking for information.
Yeah, first contact is shown, or presence acknowledged towards A, and let's get 3 MIBR members on the furthest point from that B site. Bartek
you want to throw it off the, not the doorway, off the wall a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
Otherwise, trajectory will be failed.
Yeah, and it has actually led to a bit of an opportunity. Nice work from Techno on the clear. Catches out Henny. Bartek still makes good on his dark fight. Oh, info aplenty and headshots too, as bLitz confirms at least one more on that A site. You're going to see the bomb delivered slowly and the round as well.
Yeah. Well, one of the keys in the way that they're getting this A main control. Oh, okay. Breno will get something. But when they're getting this A main control, basically what the T's are doing is they're dropping a main smoke that makes sure that the fountain player can't see into the baskets and table area. Then they're using a molly to clear out baskets, and then they have main, which means the CTs can't have that forward aggression to flank. And that's removed a weapon that MIBR can play for information, which has actually freed IHC up to do a lot of mid plays and a lot of B plays, because they're never worried about an A push because of how much pressure they apply.
Yeah, well, a lot of pressure being applied towards the end of it as well. Breno will have nothing to say about this. He will be going down as bLitz finds him and continuing their strong lead so far, 9-3, but bear in mind, I've seen plenty of games on this map that end 11-4 on the T side and still goes the full distance.
Yeah, it's weird at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
You still get some of those strange scenarios playing out. Rush, could we, if IHC look to default again, could we see this A main combination that is being thrown here?
So you're talking a CT side A combination?
No. IHC, they're throwing a smoke that lands deep main. So just at their default, let's see what they get up to here. I'm not sure who's throwing it. I don't think it's Bartek. I think someone was throwing it for him. Well, this is different. They're actually heading towards A for a pick.
Yeah, with Annihilation taking that AWP early towards the A side of things. So that is the deviation.
This is not the norm.
Solo, yeah.
Exit's got a very passive angle with the AUG as well.
The one thing that can rumble this is an AWP with a good awareness of his angles. I tell a lie. Oh, Exit makes the org sing on the A main.
That's
Beautiful.
real nice spot, isn't it? Makes a lot of sense of the org.
Might see some more of that in play.
I mean, you can see how difficult that was from Annihilation's POV. Didn't even get to see a slither of Exit before he fragged out. That would be a very different case with the M4. It's Henny gets the bomb on the floor. Set 4-4. Or Henny misses a shot and the round's back on. Yikes.
Yeah.
I'd love to see it.
Wanted to hold on to that bomb, maybe overstepped the mark there. 50 seconds remaining. 3-on-2. Tuurtle with the flank, but it might not matter. Techno dropped here. So is the bomb. Score with a lot to do. A sliver of hope here. It has to be the double kill now. The flank will be coming through momentarily. There it is! Oh. Can't quite find the headshot. Would have been beautiful and real chance to close it out.
Now check this out, guys. Rush, could we just, if IHC default this round, head over towards A main and see if, the A
Yeah,
side.
that smoked the therm, right?
Yeah, they didn't do it then.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but he knows what you're
Don't
talking
be
about.
smug.
He knows what you're
I know
referring
where
about.
you live.
Yep, the smoke. I got it.
Thanks. Sassy, isn't he? He's really gotten too big for his britches, Henry. I'm glad you're here to really
Well,
make him
I'm
pipe
glad
down.
we can't do the charity boxing match, but we can do the one-on-one blaster matchup, I think.
Yeah, give him the beans.
That's what I'm going to
The
have
sauce,
to
the
do.
ravioli, everything.
Oh, that's significant damage from that nade.
Oh, and they missed their dark smoke
Out of
as well.
Exit, and Score's going to park himself in it.
Oh, dear.
And in Techno's adventures, successful again. Insani's having a mare.
Yeah, he's getting dropped every
Just getting
single round.
walked on. I mean,
12 deaths.
Yeah, exactly.
That's rough.
That's not ideal. It's difficult being a mid player, but dying consistently like that, just play passively at this point. Just fall off. Maybe rotate the AWP over.
And now they can go anywhere, right? I mean,
Yeah.
the doubt has been spread.
Well, the push out towards B main here from Breno, it's something, right? If they come back and execute B and he can unravel one or two, that could force them in towards the two-man A stack.
This angle, if he stops, is so hard to clear. Like, you're looking at main as you go wide. Every time. Perfect from Breno. And a powerful off angle rewarded.
We're now into the stack over towards A. This is where Henny's AWP alongside of Exit.
Yeah, he has to be up close here because they've lost middle completely. Exit will have to focus on the connector. Techno probing towards that position, but they're not committing yet. They show the flashes, and yeah, they're going back towards B. Breno's pushed, but he has read it. He's actually coming back as well, so they'll be in position for this.
Yeah, I think I heard MIBR. They've definitely heard the steps. Breno screaming for aid. He's been smoked off, and the utility, flawless.
Bomb down, though. Bomb down. It's loose. 20 seconds.
Still going to have smokes up for this. Oh, and Score down!
No.
Another on the smoke spam! Breno gets the bomb on the floor, and this round just gets uprooted from IHC's grasp. There's nothing for him to do.
Well, he's got 5 seconds remaining.
He's going to get run on down.
Hoping to maybe save the AWP. We'll see whether he can do that. No one around him towards tempo, so should be fine in that regard. But what a recovery. That was a 5-on-4 in favor of IHC.
And all Breno.
And all Breno. And he gets him 2 through the smoke, denies the plant twice. That is epic.
And they weren't even planning default, right? They were planning that back of the obelisk.
Yeah, indeed.
Wonder where Asterix is.
No,
That's going to be next to this 9-round haul, I think, because
It's
it's Anubis, baby. Anything can happen. Let's see if they can find anything off the back of Score with a compromised.
Yeah, it really is, isn't
Mac
it? Khalil's, Mac 10s. Big nade.
Okay. Insani's getting bullied.
Orps here. Well, was here.
Yeah, it's a good reaction.
Disaster again strikes. Insani concedes a 13th as they're coming for Exit. He's been great. Continues to deliver on this ace site. The anchor goes down swinging.
This is actually a pretty successful half, considering where it was. MIBR going to rise back up, and Annihilation left in a 4 versus 1, but a nice shot to open things up here. Is there any hope of pulling it off? Apparently not. Henny shuts it down, and that's a good adjustment. As we said, they were really struggling towards middle, but they managed to rotate the AWP over and close things out 9-6.
just you and I ain't perfect, nowhere near it. But I will share what was shared with me when I didn't want to hear it. Law of attraction, yeah, thoughts become things. So monitor what you think about it does bring good and bad vibes to fruition. I can lead you the truth, but I can't make you listen. Nah. It takes us to save us. The money will never change us. We gon' do we major. Gotta grind till it take all the pain away. It takes us to save us. The money will never change us. We gon' do we major. Yeah. Gotta grind till it take all the pain away. And that's all facts, that's raw rap. Pushing buckets, still trying to find my way to the lag. Pushing my pen, still trying to get rich off rap. Pissed off at the oversaturation of that. Passionate about the craft, throwing away the trash. Tunnel vision with this, hoping that I don't crash. Planning for my success, only thing keep me stressed. Gotta do it the best, nothing more, nothing less. Never with the fugazi, try to play me, I'm cool. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, I'm a fool. Calculating my moves, execute with precision. Separating myself, gotta keep it consistent. Nothing too heavy to lift, no mountain too high to climb. Exceed expectations every time I write a rhyme. You see it, this what hard work look like. We don't know failure, out of mind, out of sight. Like it takes us to save us. The money will never change us. We gon' do we major. Gotta grind till it take all the pain away. It takes us to save us. The money will never change us. We gon' do we major. Gotta grind till it take all the pain away.
Get it live, who can paint that picture? Ain't no way we losing inches. Climb them fences, get bruised up, got stitches. Bring them back to their senses. Know how the game go, checks and payrolls remain the same. No forecast, Eli, baby. Time out, ride out, you can let them hate me. Get along everywhere we go. Don't carry vendettas, doing everything better. Step into the scene and they stuck like leather.
Man, seeing in the kitchen bringing that magic. Oof.
Welcome
Back
to
the
ESL
Pro
League
season
17
match
between
MIBR.
and
IHC.
let's get it on.
That's pretty good.
Okay, it wasn't awful. It
No, it was an experiment.
Yeah, it was, and there's no harm in
A
experimentation.
new style of commentary.
Could you imagine?
But a much-needed pistol from MIBR that will tie them right up if they can find the 3-0, but anyone's game still. We've got Julies for Bartek, the gunslinger. As we get into it now, we'll have a look at the setup for MIBR. We've got one smoke and a decoy.
For middle, let's see if bLitz can pass his first test. The mid player, Insani from MIBR, struggled. Can bLitz give us a demonstration? A jiggle? A second? That's enough. That'll do nicely. Gets away, turns tail. Techno already with info B.
A lot of info here. So if they want to drop and split, you're going to have to deal with score. But Techno still on the search. Mid-pressure coming. bLitz to throw a flash. That'll stall them for a moment and give away the position with the spam.
Lovely. I mean, 4 committed to this. They are going to have to
Fast flank.
commit, and it's
Real
a
fast.
very fast flank. Scores even coming behind as well. The first is Annihilation to be tested. He's chipped away, and it's bLitz. Oh, letting him go. Wets one through. Slipping the net. It's Breno for 1, but into the site and collapsing upon arrival. Only Tuurtle remains as IHC look to extend their lead.
Yeah, not much he can do with this one. If he finds a quick pull towards connector, you never know. But there it is, Bartek to confirm the pistol victory for IHC. No bomb planted either, as MIBR dropped both pistols and left the decision whether they want to force or take the full eco here.
I would say the full eco. Just without that extra cash to get the AKs of the Galils here. Take the save now, get the AKs out into the next. You can get that full buy.
So with that in mind, the best you could probably hope for here, try and get the bomb down. They've got a flashbang. Maybe just flash in towards the A site after waiting 30 seconds or so. hope for the best, but for now, waiting for any sort of CT aggression.
Oh, these are our favorite rounds.
They are.
These are our favorite. Now, this is where I think, especially during the group stage, and when it's not an elimination, because remember, triple elimination here at Pro League for Season 17.
Yes, indeed.
Neither of these teams will be removed. Like, in a moment like this, we see, like, you know Chubby, is it Chubby Bunnies?
Sorry, who's
What's
Chubby
the
Bunnies?
one where you put all the marshmallows in your mouth?
Chubby bunnies.
Okay.
So
Oh,
what
and
are we
fluffy. We called it fluffy bunnies because you have to say that word, right?
Oh,
it's very hard to do the fluh with
That's probably,
a
yeah.
mouthful of marshmallow.
But the thing what I think we should do in rounds like this, when we know it's going to be just a wait eco, where they're just baiting out all the util, is we do something like that, whereas the three of us are in competition,
Okay.
and we see who can get the most marshmallows in their mouth before the round ends.
I love that.
Now,
And
that
also,
would be one thing.
Can we call?
Do you have to eat them, or do you just count how many are in there?
You just count how many you got in your mouth.
Yeah.
Okay,
And the
right.
winner is the one that can still say fluffy bunnies
Oh.
with marshmallows.
I've never heard of this
It's
game.
good fun.
I'm in for all sorts of fun. You know that.
Used to play that at Sunday school.
Sunday school. I
did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't imagine you dressed up
After
in
we'd
a
done our
suit.
Bible verses, it was
Yeah.
a quick game of fluffy bunnies, and
Okay. All right. Well, that explains
a lot.
a lot, really. Actually, yeah. This isn't. It's still not going well for.
Pulling it back, they managed to get like 3 rounds in a row.
It
I
is
believe.
T-side overpass, and that sucks.
Yeah.
T-side overpass is hard.
Well, it is going to be.
So is this A hit. Like,
Yeah.
But with the bomb B side. Okay, so perhaps a bit of a fake out of the gates. Insani's responsible. And yeah, maybe just went the wrong way.
Yeah, Insani's had a real rough go of things. It'd be interesting to see if he can come into life this second half, or if we do make it onto a third map of play. But here comes Bartak.
He's much more forward for his info. Hoping to catch it safely. God, he's in trouble if they flash. Flashed. Safe. Run on down. Gets the incendiary out. And a smoke as well for good measure. Has something to work with. But they're in. Defense tested now. Bartak responsible. Has got support in bLitz. Past tense. As Insani and Breno do kick open the door and secure that bomb site.
Yeah, nothing too flashy there from MIBR. Using the buddy system, trading out effectively, and they found themselves in a 4 versus 2 yet. But IHC haven't been dissuaded just yet. Just feeling out the options and seeing if there's any sort of viable points of approach here. But it looks like the round is done. They've got a whole haul of utility to save as well, so might as well. And some Julies for Techno 4K.
What do we think about where Insani is right now?
Yeah.
This is where Rush goes. There we go. So this is Fishtail.
Fishtail.
Take a look at the... we'll see if he gets it.
Yeah, we'll give him a... We'll
Give him
see.
a moment.
Let's get over that.
It always reminds me of like joints.
Zoom out a bit, Hank. Zoom out a bit. Give it a bit more. There you go.
Oh.
Now.
Oh.
You seeing the fishtail?
Oh, the bomb's blown me up. Oh yeah, that's the fish.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this is the tail.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fish
nice.
tail.
Wow, that's going to blow my mind actually. Look at
Look
that.
at the mini-map as well. You can see like the outline
Yeah.
of
The
the
outline
site.
of the fish.
Okay.
Here we
yeah.
go.
Okay. Fishtail.
I think that's a name that I would like to see if we could grandfather in.
It reminds me of the joints, because I know there's a dovetail. That was a type of joint you could do. It's when you put the little triangles
Oh,
together. Dovetail
sorry.
joint.
I thought you were talking about the
Bodies.
joints of an animal.
Yeah, woodworking. Sorry, I was...
Okay, yeah, no, woodworking. fair enough.
Joinery.
Yeah,
Joinery,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
exactly the word I needed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. It's Zani now. Back on his feet. And they found a triple kill to open things up.
Yeah, this one's done.
Oops.
An aggressive maneuver attempted here from IHC, right? They went to take the fight, dark as well as the top mid push. You can just see how susceptible smokes aren't walls, I believe Henry Greer used to say.
Yes, indeed. It's a very good point, actually. But bLitz, still in the round for now. Finds one with the M4.
Sorry? How do they
How?
not know what's going on?
How has that actually happened? That happened yesterday, if you remember, and the comms for MIBR, they had a couple of those moments where Henny had clean information and it just wasn't given to him.
But this is a huge issue now. Exit and Insani are both very low. I would say that favor now for IHC. bLitz just dropped out the window, got 2 miraculous kills here. This one's going to fall apart. It's going to sizzle out. Oh, that one stings. They're
In trouble.
in big trouble. Annihilation can win this.
Big trouble in little Anubis. MIBR have to go back to the drawing board and back probably to spawn back to the A side of things. Annihilation, perhaps he's going to have an internal timer where he'll take a glance at dark. He might catch him.
Yeah, if they go downstairs.
Oh, no rugs. Oh, he doesn't know. He doesn't. They're across. They're across. Okay, well, first step in the right direction then for MIBR to screw some twosome.
They've got so much utility. Once the bomb is down, it should be absolutely fine. They've got double Molotovs, double smokes, 3 flashbangs, and you'll be deploying those about 10 seconds after the bomb is planted.
Yeah, they're safe now, aren't they? There was a moment where we got a little bit scared, and by we, I mean me.
They can go for a nice open plant here. There we go.
Connor calls this cake.
I kind of like that. It does kind of look cake-like. Ribbons around it. I'm not sure it's the coolest name, though.
Yeah.
Stuck behind cake. Maybe it's okay.
Pressured on the cake. Oh, the Molotov forces him out of cake. You know, it does
Well,
sound
now
a
we
bit
have,
silly.
but we have banana.
We do.
We have donut.
And to be fair.
And we have Annihilation winning a 1-on-2.
They smoked out. They do have the Molotov remaining as well as Tuurtle with full HP that will confirm the round. Certainly got dicey. Certainly was uncomfortable. But they managed to get over the line. A much needed round there for MIBR. So let's have a look.
Yeah, so he drops out. He gets this one. So where does Breno think he died from?
He
could have only died from one position, right? Like,
yeah, absolutely. Because his
was
teammates watching
doorway,
canals. Yeah.
So he must have known what happened. But you're right. Henny just didn't click that it was possible.
It literally happened yesterday. The same thing. And I made the same comment. I was like, that's weird. Henny definitely has that information. Hasn't reacted whatsoever.
Yeah, interesting.
So is this score M4. See if he can get anything done for them. Otherwise, it should be another gap closer from MIBR.
Score on 4 with the M4.
Looking to lay down the law. Farming frags so he's not poor. Oh, not.
I couldn't really think of anything that rhymed there.
Yeah, he didn't hit the shot. He tried a lot. Exit. And then the frag to the pot. bLitz. Hits 1. Deagle. None.
You can catch Alex just down the road, actually. He does slam poetry here in Malta.
Mate, I really embarrassed myself the other day. I walked past a new coffee shop that's near my new house. And on the door it said, coffee, pastries, and poetry.
Okay.
And I walk in and I go, hi, can I have a coffee? Also, is there poetry? And they were looking at me like 3 heads. They're like, what do you mean? I was like, yeah, poetry. It says on the door, still no response. Like, what do you mean poetry? Like, I thought there might be a recital or something. Like, that sounded quite engaging and
Are
interesting.
we doing live? Yeah, okay.
No such thing. They just put that's the slogan.
That's the slogan.
Oh, it's the idea is like the coffee's so good, it's poetry.
The combination
emotion,
is poetry, right?
Okay.
So I just thought like a bit of a twat.
Hey guys,
Oh wow, poetry! That sounds like something. You know, in Malta, it's not easy to find like something to do every day.
Yeah.
I thought, wow, a poetry slam? Sign me up. I've never been.
Thought we would have seen some flyers around for that one.
Yeah.
Well, this is what we call a timeout in the business.
Yes, indeed. And a weird complexion for IHC. Got the Mag 7. I haven't seen one of those in years. The Nova starting to get a bit more love than the Mag 7 these days. But here we go. MIBR clawing back into it now on the T side. 2 rounds behind. Henny with the AWP. Insani starting to wake up as well. He's up to 7 frags, 16 deaths. And just to know score, one of the bigger names for IHC. He's 4 and 15. So need him to step up.
Needs to get activated here, doesn't he?
Indeed.
As Rush would say, play his own game.
That's what a lot of people would say. Does need to unlock that if they want to see that third map. It felt like it was starting great, but as prophesized by the bigger brains, it was, of course, just a matter of swapping sides. The T side certainly still favored. Let's see if Score can pass this test on Dark. He's posted up now. The Orcs are going to facilitate a 2-man walk. They're going to have very threatening presence very quickly. What is Score to do now? If he hasn't mollied this, he's just going to have a 2-on-1. It's the worst of everything. Caught with a pinball now with a Mag 7. He's switching out.
Please, guys, please.
And we'll call that 10.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Can't really do anything with that.
That setup is contingent for poor Techno that Scored does something.
That might be 2 rounds as well. I say that with bated breath.
Not this again.
Yeah. Both watching the same spot. Not ideal. And, oh, this is actually getting a bit interesting now.
Hold on. I think MIBR just ordered a cappuccino.
Extra frothy.
There's smoke and there's a kit.
Next time I say cappuccino, I want the Kappas in the chat for that one. Smoked off, saved by Insani's spray, and bLitz will have a go. He'll have a go. Sprays down one. The Dreadfo wasn't
Sleeve
far
thrown it potentially.
off. He should be safe.
Hollow victory, I would say.
But a victory nonetheless.
Yeah.
Everybody died.
The good news is they have shut down the resources, so regardless of how close it was, they've still got like 8K per player, and there's $3,000 for IHC. So you got to build your finances back up. It's not really a problem. It certainly was an issue that this is happening. Why are they both watching the exact same angle? But It's all fine, I suppose. They won the round.
In a different universe.
It was close. Like, he was pretty close to winning that. The defuse could have come in. But yeah, there it is. Partial buy. bLitz with the large investment.
I just think his, like, because max loss bonus is in play, right? So he knows he can buy again in the next round. So that's why he's kept the little 350.
Yeah, and a lot of teams have been modeling themselves after seeing the stats of people with something converting, even on
Sure. It's just, I think, CT sides, who's the best team in the world right now?
G2,
What rifle do they use predominantly?
M4.
Yeah, they use the unsilenced bad boy, right? And, well, bLitz is... Come on, bLitz, just do it now. Make me look like an idiot,
Yeah,
please.
he is 25 and 12. Dude, hot. Dead now, of course.
Nice shot.
I just think the A4, it's just... If you have the A4, you've got the winning mentality. If you've got the A1, you've got the losing mentality because you're like, well, in case we lose, I can afford it, it's cheaper. Get that winning mentality.
I like it. And the rate of fire does feel different in the best kind of way.
Not everyone can handle the M4A4, though.
It is a big boy.
Yeah.
The anti-aircraft gun.
That's what we used to call in Source when we took the silencer off.
Yeah.
We used to call it the anti-aircraft because it just sounded so vicious. It was actually trash, but sounded vicious.
Take off the silencer off the A1. That sounds pretty...
Intentionally.
Yeah,
It's
It was actually
simple
a
maneuver.
machine maneuver in the competition we had at the start of the year. You were playing unsilenced USP, I remember.
Yeah.
That was very stylish.
It was psychological warfare.
Yeah.
I was like, if machine kills you, you're mad already. Never mind with an unsilenced USP. You're like, okay, he's actually... I've been memed on by the meme lord. It's not okay.
So, tactical timeout. The massive lead IHC had is completely disintegrated.
And only their first time out here.
Oh, yeah. That's actually a good point.
Kind of strange. So the fact, look, I guess at this point now they've tied things up. Let's revisit something here, gentlemen. At 11-11,
Yep.
who do we
Make a
think
wish.
is taking this map?
MIBR.
Okay, you think it's going to be a 2-0?
I think they'll run away with this now. You can see IHC on the back foot a little bit, on the ropes perhaps, as they're now opting for a double AWP setup. Score, who's been having a really rough time, I think, still on 4 and 17. They're trying to remedy this difficult situation he's found himself in. So throw in the sniper, give it a go, see if you can get one and stay alive. Sometimes you've just got to resort to say, this isn't working out for me. Let's just change things up.
I mean, double up's certainly very, very effective on the CT side of
A lot
this
of
map.
retakes on this map, though. Like, with the AWPs, the retake is similar to Nuke in that regard. You're just locked out. So many tight choke points.
Oh, this is fast B, at least presence, right? They've thrown smokes towards B early here. It's starting to force that rotation of bLitz here early. He's dipped back to strengthen the site, but it's all a fake. It's all a ruse.
Yeah, but they have to be doing something somewhere else. They're all at spawn.
Yeah, and the only gap right now, I guess, would be to try and walk mid and isolate Annihilation's AWP.
Maybe they were just trying to force the A player into Breno. Not successful. And AWP confirmed middle. Henny fires off a shot in response to the flash. It's Annihilation that threw that. And that's Techno down to Tuurtle. Nice catch on the Dark Inquisition. Annihilation forced to change position. Bartak still alone on the A site for now. Does have support from mid side. Akon, piece up, A-Town down. That wasn't him, was it?
From the window.
Who did that one? Yeah,
One of the
Usher.
singers.
It's Usher.
Usher, that's
Oops.
Well, there's that score AWP. There's his 5th frag in total. I imagine because we haven't been seeing MIBR land the dark smoke often, the double AWP setup could play, but Insani at middle again. His demise once more. It feels like they have to go A.
He doesn't like that mid area. And yeah, they will have to go in towards A. But
Tight line, yeah, he's going to be flashed, but also very unlikely to see Annihilation find anything. Chips away at Tuurtle. Set up for success was Bartak. As more damage inflicted, where is Tuurtle getting the Kevlar from? 1v4. Exit makes it 3. Still an impossible scenario as he knows the AWP. And 12 off the back of a timeout. There you go.
That's the answer. Double
that's
AWPs.
their first round since the pistol and
Let's call
second
another
round
one.
victory.
Let's call another one.
Yeah, double AWP setup certainly working out for them. Score managing to get off 4 frags as well, so definitely got him back in the game. And here we go, round number 24, getting to closing stages of the map and maybe the series, if MIBR can take it.
All right, dark smoke this time.
They're quick on this. I wonder if Score's got a little bit lazier on his hold if he's been there so long with little to no success. He's still got that up there. He knows his responsibility.
This is a full commitment towards B, nice and early.
That's why they're loud. I can hear the B stream. Can
It
see
was
the upgrade.
13-1 to Eternal
It
Fire.
was 13-1 and they let it go.
Oh dear.
Yo, Score flashed, and now his teammates fragged. Score about to go down in a body bag. It's one. Insufficient. MIBR immediately back to their winning ways.
This with the retake becomes very tricky now. You've got that AWP trying to force its way through. They've got smokes and incendiaries. Not really that helpful right now. Breno's stuck towards Temple.
Yeah, Re-Smoke does push through, but punished. Insani good housekeeping on the disrespect of their smoke. And yet IHC straight back as EG are piping up. They really want Eternal Fire to know what's been going down on that B stream. You can do so too. The power of tabs. You can have two.
I'm curious if that dark smoke again was intentional, right? So you see that dark smoke that they scaled up behind, it had a gap. And it feels like we saw that before in this matchup. And I'm curious if that's intentional or if it's just been misthrown.
Well, do you remember when we were playing and you gave me that one way every time? I was like, keep throwing it like that because I have a tiny little gap that I could see the little booties running around in. So there's definitely something you can do with that.
This one was just much bigger. Ooh, Tuurtle. Done a little bit of something over the wall.
Coming out of his shell, Henry. That was a good one.
Yeah. I want to do something with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Cowabunga.
Oh,
Yeah, so that I'm trying to craft
If he wins
something.
a big clutch, give him the Cowabunga. Now, if this is looking like a 2-0, gentlemen, I am going to have to leave here. I've got some odd tasks that I'm going to have to go and organize. But we'll give it one more round. If MIBR win this one, I'm out. I'm outie.
Let's go IHC. Double orbs again. They got this one in the bag. No worries. No stress.
Keep Sponge on the mic. Round 25. Double orb setup.
New hashtag, Henry.
Well, keep Sponge on the mic. Yeah, I agree. And this is a very, very important round in the grand scheme of things. IHC will be completely broken if they give this one up. And we're going towards A. The nice nades towards the steps and no damage inflicted.
Yeah, they're going to do this kind of scale from Breno again with exit in support. Difference being bombs of heavy lean towards B. And they actually put Henny in responsibility.
I like that.
A side flash and Molly. Oh, and the headshot arrive in unison. The synchronization.
That was cheeky.
Of MIBR Supreme. Now, yeah, Score is forced to throw out a smoke and solo hold this B site. Knows Dark is under a lot of pressure.
We need to learn that flash.
EF over EG to O. The
Lol,
They did it.
Lol, it goes back.
Oh, they got so close as well.
Isn't it 15-14?
Yeah.
Oy,
Oh, they got
oy,
so
oy.
close.
From 13-1 all the way to 30.
Score's dead.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, I'm going to get out of here now. It's been a pleasure.
It has been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
We'll have to do this again sometime.
Yeah, might see you a little bit later.
All right, mate. Well, Machine back to just us again. That's how it started. That's how it's going to finish.
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
You and I. You and I see Annihilation with one and the bomb. In fact, delivered to him on a silver platter. Gets awkward for a moment. So does that. Oh dear. Okay, House of Cards comes tumbling down as bLitz as well gets one in the feed. That should and could have been the frag to seal the deal. Now up to bLitz, a hard spray, cannot deliver. And yeah, Bartak, he's been handed something as a bullet finds its way into his rib cage. MIBR happy with that one because that could have got awkward. There was a couple of less than ideal outcomes, but recovered. Missing a smoke, losing the bomb, problem solved.
And we did say that round was very important, and they are not going to eco. I was about to say this is going to lead them to just the pistols. They're not fully investing, but Annihilation's bought the AWP, and M4 for Score. It's a desperate setup here, trying to find some footing into round number 26. Annihilation goes aggressive towards middle. Look at the opening pick. Henny, though, one step ahead. Great little flick there.
Caught me off guard. Henny was quick on the draw there. Maybe bLitz can fill the void. He's going to get a timing on this. But they nearly line up in between the wickets. How is that? Oh.
Smoking off towards Beacon. Score will have to go through CT spawn. They pull a frag back at least towards Tuurtle, but they've lost the AWP, bear in mind. So now with just the M4 and two pistols, Bartek being surrounded, he knows it. Insani with zero respect goes through the smoke and maybe secures the round then and there. Techno towards that connector position. Score can't find the double. That's going to be round concluded, but can any damage be inflicted here? Apparently not. One away from series points.
Very, very dangerous waters now for IHC. Margin for error is going to be sucked out of the vacuum, and it was looked and started incredibly convincingly. I will remind you that up until the last 3 rounds of the half, it was looking very one-way street. was 9-3, ending 9-6. IHC just tripping over their laces at the end of their T side. Now MIBR are in a position just to finish with a flurry. Running 3 consecutive on course for a 4th. And a different state of play again. You can see that there is 3 from the defenders lined on that B site. Compromise for Annihilation on the Deeg. And no one wanting to be the first to set a foot wrong. This is bLitz, who's brave to take that mid fight. Breno already confirming no one active on main. That's a big one onto Insani. Bartak doesn't have to and will maintain the man advantage.
Yeah, Breno there was in a very compromised position, but still active.
I like this.
IHC pushing towards B main. Don't get anything for it, but that's information in itself. Might continue to push here, but peeling one player off, feeling like it might be an A finish, and indeed, they would be correct. Bomb still down for now, 50 seconds remain. Tuurtle probing towards middle. Has the opportunity to drop down or stay by those double doors. Can feel danger encroaching on his position. And this has to be the commitment any second now. They have the smokes for heaven. Maybe a Molotov for cake, as it were.
Does make me grimace.
Cake, here it goes.
bLitz from the cake position, forced off. Bartak though, nice double. We will take those. And so will IHC, as Tuurtle maybe has the timing of a saint, of a god. Score should have him. Oh, what an adjustment. Quick one from Tuurtle. And now Henny activated, is not able to get the second just off the bolt. A good one from bLitz.
Very nice round. IHC needed that. It's closing
Still
the gap.
tough on them, you know, like they're just about going to be able to cobble together enough to defend their honor again.
Big round, of course. Fully invested are the CTs. We'll call for a tactical timeout. Very wise and informed decision, if you don't mind me saying, because, yeah, 1 round away from series point. You know the CTs just had a very impressive round from bLitz there, getting the opening pick, mowing them down towards Connector, and sealing the deal as well towards the sniper. So, do they want to buy the AWP on the T side? It doesn't seem like they do.
He got his name from chess, and I know that you've played bLitz chess or mentioned it. What is bLitz chess?
So you have different versions. You have bLitz, Rapid, and Classical. It's just different variations.
bLitz is the mega speed one.
Yeah, that's the one where you're doing like, you got Bullet as well, but
Yeah.
bLitz is like up to like 5 minutes, I think.
Geez.
Then Rapid is 10, Classical is like half an hour, then Bullet's 1 minute.
1 minute chess game.
I've never tried that. Like,
That
I'm like a
sounds-
1200 elo, so like for me, that's like just melts my brain as soon as I get in there. I'm still getting my kind of first footy
Well,
into the chess
I'm
world.
not surprised that as someone that's played Counter-Strike his whole life, you've been bitten by the bug for chess. You know,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
there's,
for
there's
sure.
so many interesting parallels.
There really are, especially like this mid-control in general. So many conversations to be had about that, and we talk about that a lot in Counter-Strike. That's what our game of chess is really built around.
You've got a few more lanes than us, but
Yes,
yeah,
true.
let's go.
Right.
Oh, okay, Breno
Same
again.
situation.
Getting boxed in. A hot box, if you will. 2 Molotovs on either side, but gets away all the same. So after this timeout, I mean, MIBR, they are frothing at the mouth for a chance to close now. As IHC, sure, closing the gap a little, but off the back of a timeout, they are 1 round away from that series point. Let's see what Breno can get done this time. Oh, it's going to be brutal. They're going for a full 5-man commit. Henny's just holding mid until the last possible moment, but there is going to be a 5v3 going down on B.
Yeah, you're dead on. Flashbang to be deployed. I don't think it's even an execution that's going to flash over and just full send it. The element of surprise instead of telegraphing the play.
Yeah, I mean, they've smoked off. It's Score's utility will delay Breno unless the distraction is successful. Annihilation misses his shot. Score. Head on a swivel, responsible for Dark, and that's the end of Annihilation. Patience prevails. Need a big one out of Techno. Turns the flash. Good for damage, but that's Tuurtle. Reigns supreme, and the site is lost. Rotations are through. 15 feels like a certainty at this point.
Bartek could be the linchpin of the operation, though. Key frag coming in. What a flashbang that is to find something at least for bLitz. He gets the kill, the round is back on, but Henny really has stepped up in these last few. T-side has been absolutely his story. 3-on-1 score, they know exactly where he is. He's flashed himself. And yeah, that probably is the guaranteed 15, I'm afraid. Series point. Oh, there we go.
And Tuurtle tracking that AWP save. There'll be 2 opportunities to avoid the curse of OT. But yeah, equivalent to T-Hall so
superstitious
far.
Are you?
I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
I hate it.
Sorry.
I'm not even gonna dignify it. No, I just thought, like, do you believe in bad luck or anything like that, or karma?
I think karma is a interesting concept. I think it would.
I think it does exist inside your mind.
Yeah, the power of
your subconscious.
manifestation.
Yeah, like if you
Bingo.
do something wrong, like eventually it'll catch up with you just because you feel guilty about it, even if you're not aware,
Yeah.
right? Like
I'm definitely with you in the sense that I think you can have like self-fulfilling prophecies. If you keep telling yourself, I'm going to choke in grand final.
You've definitely told me that a few times.
You will.
Henry, you're manifesting something bad
Right, yeah, you say it's going to happen, so you're
Yeah.
probably going to slowly make that happen.
That's true, and turns out it does every time.
Well, imagine if you actually got to the point where you were telling yourself good things were going to happen, and
I'm
you
trying.
believed them.
We're getting there.
Like, guys, the placebo effect is real, right? We know the human brain reacts just by being told this will make a difference. It makes a difference. So,
Very true.
You know, maybe you can control the matrix a little, just a little.
We will try in the future.
Yeah.
Look, I manifested being back here with you guys.
Yeah.
Here in Malta.
Yeah.
All together in our own backyard. That's pretty impressive.
Precisely.
So
But
here we
are
go.
All just particles at the end of the day,
Indeed.
vibrating at different frequencies.
Well, enough of that. Back into
240 hertz, the frequency of their
Yeah,
monitors,
exactly. There
as
we
we
go.
are back in the Counter-Strike realms. One and done. Breno, though, is knocking on that B door early. Had support from main side, 2 of them. And that's a slither from Techno. Good damage, just chips away at Breno. Techno did pay quite the price on the way back out. Low towards that plateau. And a 4-on-4. CTs are very limited on util. It is literally just that pair of nades on Bartek's position. He wants to hold on to them for as long as he can, concerned about the A. One single flash has been seen.
It's all gone very quiet here. Plenty of nades left over for MIBR as they start to transition back towards the A bomb site. Bartek and Annihilation, a different setup than what we saw from MIBR. They're watching the connector from main with the AWP, as you can see. And then Bartek is playing with a smoke in his hand as soon as he feels like he's under pressure. Just like that, will drop the smoke. And that's bought him a good 15 seconds before they can really do anything with it. And he's going to reposition as well. So just showing that he is there, trying to fend them off. And they're just going to have to go for it. Letting everything known, and they're going to reposition. A missed Molotov.
Yeah, well, this could spell trouble. Annihilation. Responsible and collects. Insani down, only 12 seconds in the round. How does that happen? A collateral takes down Henny in the same fell swoop as Breno. Doesn't have time, doesn't have hope, and has all the shots in the world. Jesus Christmas. Okay.
That's not bad at all. Always spotted the heel at the end there, but a lot of damage done, and it's significant, Alex. Like, look, going to the next round, sure, they won it. They've got an average of 32.50. That's the amount of money you get for winning the round by virtue of kills instead of explosion. And yeah, that means FAMAS's, or FAMI, I should say, getting to round number 30. So yes, they win the previous one, but at what cost?
Holy moly.
So those kills from Breno, he survives with the AWP and shatters their firepower going into the final round of regulation here.
Oh, the ramifications could have
Yeah, look at the utility here. Annihilation will have a smoke and a flash. And that's a story for everyone. They have one incendiary between the entire team. No kits, no helmets, and they won the previous round.
That is the fallout of Breno, an explosive end.
That's huge.
And now, yeah, it is just echoing into our final round of regulation. Humongous.
I think Annihilation has to buy a kit here, but that means he gets no utility apart from a flash. Someone needs a kit. There it is. Techno's got it.
Oof. All right, lads. Well, the damage certainly has been done. Can IHC wipe the slate clean and force OT?
Got a chance, but
they don't have the balls to do something crazy fast in mid, do they? Let's see. Well, quick smoke, and actually some CTs are considering it. Look at that. Quick from bLitz. It's been very hot.
Going in.
Flash through. Aggression is the remedy. Henny does stem the bleed, stops the hemorrhage. That's a problem for Techno. Breno.
Wait, there's more.
Oh, the trigger discipline. No one else there. You don't go for the knife. You don't! Oh, the step nearly led to a very awkward situation as this round is absolute pandemonium.
The bomb is down, though. The CT has full control of it.
Oh, God.
So we're not done just yet, but he is alone on an island here towards middle, and they've spotted him. This is getting quite complicated and uncomfortable. Bartek's going around towards T-spawn, in fact.
Yeah, this is
Tuurtle's watching it,
very fruity.
but it's not a done deal by any stretch.
I mean, it's on them. The onus is on them to pick up the ball. The barrel will stick out. Held by Tuurtle very well and aware that MIBR looking to collect. Now, Annihilation finds one. They know where he is.
That's the cue.
And he'll hear this. No, he won't. He didn't
Now,
go dark.
the obvious move is to run in towards A, but you know Annihilation will be doing the same thing. He's actually coming in towards middle. Slow down, lads. Be careful here.
That's the bomb. Henny gets across. And Tuurtle will save him. What a game of Counter-Strike all the way. MIBR from down in the dumps to a run to the finish line.
Yeah, actually a very impressive performance there. Their Inferno was solid, and then converting the win on Anubis as well. They were 9-3 down in that first half, and as we said, it's a very T-sided affair, and they come back in emphatic style in that second half. Shout out to Henny as well. After a rough performance yesterday, he looked electrifying with the AWP in that second half.
Yeah, no, really. I think there's a lot of positive signs of life. Good to see Henny in form as one of the things that Desk were concerned about is, you know, all these...